It's popular YouTube, another day, another demo. Here I am, living on my suitcase, getting ready for the Blast Fall Finals. The last 7 days before I fly back to Toronto forever. No, for the rest of the year. My year's done after this week. I'm going to need to give it everything I got. Again, we might not have Anderson Semler, so I might be casting a couple of 3 best of 3 days, which is really, really hard. But I am gearing up for that. Today I slept a hell of a lot. Today we only got 2 best of 3s. Today we have Mouse versus Vitality and Astralis versus Navi. It's going to be fucking insane. I spent a week casting Astralis run through the bracket at DreamHack Masters. Mouse run through the bracket, upper bracket at DreamHack Masters. There are pure storylines here to end the year. Okay, we're into the final 2 weeks of top 10 competitive play before we have a break. Finally, for the whole pro scene and us casters and everything, and it couldn't be more tense at the moment. So let's walk through that quickly here. So basically, this is the tweet right here. These 4 are going head-to-head today. The star players from each of their respective rosters: Simple, Ziwu, dev1ce, and Rops. And they are all in top form. 1.30, 1.26, 1.32 for dev1ce, actually even more matches and a higher rating, and 1.21 here for Rops. So there are just insane amounts of storylines going on here. Mousesport's looking for a win over Vitality will be very interesting. We'll see what happens with that. The match we're going to look at today, because we look at dev1ce and this guy is cracked right now. He's got the highest of all the 4 in the last month. He's scoring monstrous performances. He was like plus 117 at just DreamHack Masters from facing Godsent. Yes, you heard me correct. An insane KD, like ridiculous KD, right? I think plus 117. Look at these ratings, are crazy. And then the most insane match to me, not specifically from him, but just one of them that was like, what is going on? He had this highest KD here versus Furia on Nuke. And I mean, he made it look so easy. So really want to figure out here how you can play without flicking around 360 degrees every 3 seconds and look calm and still take down Furia. That's what we're looking for here. This match should be very telling. We haven't done a dev1ce demo yet. It's been long overdue. Done Ziwu, we've done Simple, we've done everyone. So let's go. Let's do dev1ce. Should be good. Should be bonkers. He plays on black bars, 1024 by 768. I put in the view model the Bob. 1.9 cents at 400. And so let's close out all these other tabs. Let's hop into the match. And I'm telling you, Astralis with Glaive IGLing again makes a big difference here. Huge difference. So let's go ahead and check it out to make sure that I'm showing you guys this correctly. Now you can hear me. And it's good. We're getting the sound. Sounds good. All right, let's go. So dev1ce, he's got this very, very calm aim. This is something that we don't act like we see like Ziwu, Simple. They've got very flicky aim. Like Ziwu is pretty calm. Simple is usually, chilling as well. I mean, the thing about all 3 of them is they're all very careful about where they look in the first place, right? Every movement has meaning behind it. So here we have the initial upstairs nades, and because there was a delay, he decided to go back down to ramp to check if there was going to be a fake into ramp, and there wasn't. Now there's only 1 player left. We're going to fast forward through this round. And for a while, I thought this HLEE was broken for a bit, and I think Dominic fixed it. And dev1ce is the lower rotate here, trying to take the deepest off angle possible. And I think he heard someone down here with him. So he's trying to clear out these angles. I'm not sure if he did actually hear somebody, or if that was a teammate. And the bomb will get planted. Safely, in fact. And he knows that the player is back behind here. Could have crossed. Quick headshot, and we move on. I was actually going crazy in this match because every single kill at the end of the round was a headshot from either a scout, a op, a USP, or a 5-7. We'll see this in the first 8 rounds. dev1ce does not die. He completely owns Furia and ends every round. He gets the 5th kill every single round. It's something I never thought would be a talking point in one of these videos, but it's something that happened, and I can't explain why. Like, I'm pretty sure he gets the last kill here. We will see. Scout's coming out. And come on, peek right, peek right, peek right, peek, 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 peek. Sitting behind red. Okay, no, he doesn't get the last kill here. Maybe it starts now. Got the last kill in the first round. That was the big one. So, in terms of what dev1ce does, what the big mystery to me was, it just, every time we'd switch over him, basically, he'd be like walking into somebody, flanking somebody, or catching a flank. And to me, now I wasn't sure if he heard them, if he was just on a rotation. We've talked about this rotation before. He's just trying to catch the ramp lurker in case there's anybody who comes very, very late. You can see how careful he is about this because they can come extremely late. In fact, he'll push all the way through lobby, and now it's turned into, let's try to hunt down the player who might be... Oh, what? See what I'm saying? What the hell? So I don't know if they heard Yuri. Maybe they heard him go out secret, so that's why he ran that way. But yeah, communication, of course, very good on Astralis. Very clean. You see how smooth his aim is, the way he turns? It's as if he's playing on a controller. Like, I made the joke that it was like a bot, almost. But it's because he's just slow turns everything. But not much wasted movement is the key. So, not seeing anybody. The first time he gets an op, instantly goes to ramp, but I think they have someone... dev1ce, I guess, because dev1ce's in this game, drop lower and push that way. So with a player advantage, dev1ce, he's thinking about pushing, but he's not going too far in. And we see, I guess, a kill swings back the other way, and he has a change of heart. Oh yeah, so here, door swings open, they need to cross. I don't think they have a smoke. Great tracking shot, and... there is one more, but we don't know where he is. The door was already open when he got here, so I guess he could have crossed. And dev1ce is going to see him up top. Throw a nade down below, I guess, in case he goes down there. And I think he's still up top. dev1ce sees his shoulder. And then wait for it. Look at this. What is that? Another headshot. Boom. Instantly into Caserado. Clears him perfectly. And now we move on to round number 5. Smart, simple rotations here. Very calm. I think this, especially, it seems like the one thing that's for sure is that he's gonna come take over ramp very soon into the round in case there's any trouble. That's the thing it feels like he's tethered to the most. So we're not seeing anybody outside just yet. So I don't know how suspicious he's going to be about a potential for a late lurk, but I think that's what he's looking for at this point. Of course, they can execute late outside. That's another thing. And dev1ce's still alive and peeking on the ramp. He hasn't dropped down yet. See, dev1ce is purple. So where do we need to go? I'll turn attention to a squeaky. The door has been blown open. And here he is, pretty much right place, right time. You can hear some bullets going through. And he's got this deep angle. The shot's missed, and now go back to outside. Let's see how he approaches this now that they heard the op inside of Squeaky. He's actually rotating up towards heaven. There's a flash ramp, just responding to the pressure. Another shot missed. And this is the final guy. Waits for the repeak, punishes the repeak, holds down ramp. Doesn't have much more incentive to go there. A lot of these rounds are ending there. in one way or another. Either rotate downstairs or to pick things up here. Comes through with a push and actually tries to punish the guy who attempts to trade him. This nade to punish anybody who tries to chase. And his silo is not covered at the moment, so it's a big risk, but seems very aware of the thought that they might come credit card here. His teammate flashes for him outside to position. Even though the 5v1 flashing for each other, very good. And there it is, the headshot in on Henny once again. Locks it down. Everything's been easy peasy so far. Hard angle on the cross. He's not playing close up outside. Just another, it's another look. Nothing's better or worse per se with the different types of CT setups. Sometimes you don't know what the T's are going to do, so you're just, you know, dev1ce is playing where he thinks he's going to find an opening easily. He's playing up here just because maybe his teammate needs to do something else. It's a bit nerve-wracking, of course, to... There it is. Headshot to end the round with a pistol, the 5.7. At this point in the VOD, I'm screaming while I'm casting. How does it keep happening? Everything's super, super easy. Catches the lurk once again. He was very good about this on Overpass as well versus Furia. They won both maps, barely dropping 10 rounds, I think. So it was a big thing, was like dev1ce finding art, and then the round being based around that. So here it looks like dev1ce is maybe going to assist dev1ce in trying to push, or just holding, taking content for dev1ce to punish anybody else who swings here. So if dev1ce takes a shot, whether or not he misses, they might run into dev1ce accidentally. It's just a strong crossfire. He is a little bit locked here as long as dev1ce stays. So dev1ce's out, and now dev1ce has freedom to move if he wants to. They do come late. He punishes. He actually goes for the re-peek. And there was a player tucked left. He'll get away. dev1ce has kind of a new position. I don't know. I guess he stays turnpike instead of going back into ramp. And we've got some outside presence, so let's see how dev1ce deals with this. There's an opening miss because he doesn't get punished, and Yuri gets found out. 5-7 to the head. That is that. I think this is the round where he misses the easiest shot and dies. And I was like, really? That's how he dies? Because he hasn't died so far yet this game. I asked Kenny S in the interview after the G2 game. They lost. I said, Kenny, who's your favorite opper that's not Kenny S? And he said, well, of course, dev1ce. He said dev1ce's been the best opper for a few years now, and he studies dev1ce over other oppers. And I definitely get the studying part because it's not plug and play, but it's obviously very, very smart CS, whereas like trying to watch a demo of Kenny S himself or a demo of Simple, it's just like, it's one of those, don't try this at home. It's like trying a science experiment at home, trying to copy their game style, you know, because it's a mechanics focus where dev1ce is specifically a positioning focus. Like, dev1ce is a thoroughbred, you know, star for his team. He was even when he had just a rifle. And he only started opping because he was better than his IGL at opping, who was originally the opper, because he was just the best player on the team. But yeah, when you watch, again, there's just nothing. He's just never. He's not too excitable. You know, he's just sitting in a place, having an idea of where the rotations are going to go to, finding some good safe openings, and he does put himself out there too. Of course, it's just pretty well-rounded, so Where are we off to now? Watching the cross. Gonna try to counter the time on the smoke here. That could be coming out. And this buys you about 7 seconds. You can spot something else. And now he's gonna try to find out if they have aggressed upon him. Ooh, shot gets missed. Henny pops up and kills him. And now we see there's a direct correlation between... Oh, I was going to say dev1ce dying and Astralis losing, but untrue. Just one trade upstairs. Nice, hits the ladder. Doesn't lose any HP. And now a mid-round situation. Juicy. Okay, there's Yuri out. A nice shot. He's definitely missed a bunch of easier shots this game and still just managed to stay alive, which I think is most important. It's kind of like, I guess Chris J, there's the conversation about like, Chris J is not really having the rounds based around him when he's opping. But what's important is that he keeps the threat of the op in the round. Doesn't die too much. What the hell? Oh, it's upstairs. And then a rocket. No tells whatsoever trying to walk from this far away. Let's see when he starts walking again. Just going for it. His teammate's in hut, so I guess he's the one trying to make noise. Bubsky is the one walking. He's trying to get info at this point too, seeing if there's some big late rotation. And this is all just while Bubsky comes out. Okay, so this is a flash for the player underneath Heaven. And the flash actually works on Henny as well. So it just lands... Actually, I don't even know how that flash hit him. Oh, he was in front of hut. That's what it was. Pretty simple stuff. Good coordination there. You cause paranoia in the one player by having someone so you can get information safely, make noise, and clear out angles for the other player where the player in the 1v2 does not know where the other player is going to come from. Oof, okay. Sometimes you got to hit mouse 1. Let's see what the escape is. So as the ramp player immediately falls back after seeing tons of pressure, they could be in ramp. And so now it's just about either getting lobby control or stopping them from wrapping and judging how many rotations you need downstairs. So far, just dev1ce downstairs, I think. I'm not sure if outside's being watched, but that's, of course, a threat as well. And no one's committed through just yet. So it looks like dev1ce feels pretty comfortable running outside. So that means probably someone's watching it here. And this is how he looks to support. Yeah, we got Bubsky out here. And everything is just being covered nice and easy. That's information. Okay. Instead of going back out, he's actually coming back downstairs. Maybe to go to the vent. No. Oh, the bomb is dropped in vision now. Interesting. So the bomb is dropped, I believe, right above dev1ce. So maybe he's looking for a way to come up the ramp. Oops. That could be a big piece of information, but it'll still come out. And now they can kind of get behind the bomb. So it takes a little bit longer for him to get here, but now he's got kind of a flank in place. We don't know where the last guy is, of course. But so far, dev1ce doesn't need much more than just a pistol to work with. And it looks like it's the save. So now, final rounds. Let's see what the idea is. They never actually pressured him downstairs. That would have been pretty cool to watch. And here are they downstairs already. Of course, you don't want to get rotated upon, so staying scoped in. But I think lower has been taken. This is a very unlikely retake situation for Astralis. Dupree will grab one. This doesn't really increase their odds losing Dupree, and because they've got dev1ce with an op. Info on one. Don't know if they know about anybody else. Okay, 2v2. One close on the ramp, and this will be a tough one to be able to win. Oh, here he's gonna. So you hear him running the decon. Wait, he doesn't actually get this, right? Oh yeah, okay. And he runs into the smoke, and it'll take one life. That's definitely worth it because, of course, Astralis are the ones with all the money. Okay, so what's the pick option here for Astralis for device? What do we want to see? So again, picking up ramp for Bubsky. You see how it's kind of like a, you know, every 3 rounds kind of thing, right? You're coming back. You don't want to do the same thing every single round because why would the other team run into that over and over again, especially if they've gotten punished? And especially in a game here where everything's working, you're trying to figure out what they're going to do next. So he's not going to always be at ramp. Now that it seems like Furia have lore control, maybe they had event dive going on. So Bubsky's going to go push upstairs off the vent dive. And I think maybe they're in hut as well. And device is just going to make sure that they catch lurkers. So, oh, okay. The bomb's planted. Don't know if it's planted upstairs or if it's planted downstairs, but we'll see what happens. It looks like they won't even try for it. I guess they lose that opening kill. That could be very meaningful, and they just decide instead of going for it just to stay for the last round because they've actually lost a number of players here. You can see how important that 1 kill could be. And now let's check it out. Vinny, he was on the tag. There it is. Kill comes in. If that guy's going for a vent dive, that can be good. That can be all you need, really. So now of course, he's got the top of mini in his scope, at least slightly. He's watching the outside cross, just making sure that this is not a place that they can get to. This is the point of your op, right? It's just to like lock down information. The rifle, you can't just sit there and hold hard angles as confidently. With an op, you can just literally cut the map into pieces. And yeah, so that was device quietly mowing down a Furia, a super simple game. And that was only 1/2, right? And this is a game where he goes 22-7, and I don't know what it looks like here on the T side, but basically, it's nothing. It's like the cool part is, right? It's nothing that any opera can't do, if that makes sense. It's just about right place, right time, and being consistent about that, and never putting your op in a position where you are bound to lose it. Now, we had a number of, again, pretty crazy maps here from device. A number of clutch situations here in this OT game on Vertigo versus Mouse Sports. We had the train game where he absolutely farmed Mouse Sports, I think, starting on the T side, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it the T side? No, on their T side, excuse me. And this was actually an interesting map because he got 0 opening kills this map, or at least on CT side, I'm not sure. And it still pulled out the 26-8 as well here on train. So this was a really cool one. There's a few device demos I think would be really cool to watch. And again, because the system is so well oiled, it might be fun to think about what the team is doing, because it feels like sometimes when you watch other teams, they're rotating as individuals, but with Astralis, they're thinking about kind of every single move, which is very fun to cast and very fun to watch on an individual level. So maybe there's more to talk about here if we look at more device demos. But that's going to be device. And yeah, so now I'm going to go and do Vitality, Mouse, Navi, Astralis today, and we're going to figure out who actually wins. Can Mouse Sports win over Vitality? And will Simple farm the hell out of Astralis, or will Astralis get Beijing revenge? That'll be a very interesting storyline. I'm going to clean up my room, maybe, if you're lucky, and then I'll be back tomorrow, okay, for another demo. So I hope you enjoyed that one. This is the beginning of device week. No, I'm kidding. Haha, unless.